Our round 15 match of the day saw Swan Districts 6 points clear on top of the ladder up against West Perth, who were 10 points adrift of the top four in 5th place. Swans had won their last 6 matches, and West Perth, with a 5-6 win-loss ratio plus a draw, really needed to win in order to keep their season alive. Well, the match started in a frenetic fashion. Swan Districts kicked the first 2 goals of the match, largely due to the brilliance of Michael Walters there feeding Ash Hansen, who kicked 5 goals for the afternoon, was at his absolute best early in the game. He finished the match on the bench with a slight hamstring injury. Shane Nelson here, kicking from 15 metres out, a wonderful goal for West Perth. It was one that they needed just to arrest some of the momentum that Swan Districts had, and the players came to him to support him after a personal tragedy during the week. An athletic drop there by Talon Ames was seized upon by Mark Lacroix. He fed it to Matt Gordon, and one of their running midfielders, who kicked a goal. And at quarter time, it was pretty close, with Swan Districts only leading by 4 points. West Perth got right back into the game in the second quarter. It wasn't easy because Ash Hansen continued to lead extremely well. The ball was delivered magnificently to him by some of their midfielders, and he continued to kick goals. After a couple in the first quarter, he added to his tally with 2 more in the second quarter, and this one from about 45 metres out on a very oblique angle went gun barrel straight and was one of the highlights of the match. Swan Districts seemed to have all of the answers, but West Perth would not be denied. They played with a lot of grit, and they played with the sort of spirit befitting of a team that needed to win in order to keep their season going, and Matt Gordon kicked his second goal just before half-time. They'd actually had a 9-point turnaround at half-time and led by 5 points, the Falcons. Here, Van Berlo runs into an open goal, kicks a real steadier for the Falcons. It was always going to be a tight finish because Swan Districts were in such good form. Losing Ash Hansen took a lot of the sting out of them, and there's no doubt that West Perth garnered a bit of heart out of that. Hansen here, prior to his injury, was at his athletic best and kicked his 5th goal of the afternoon. West Perth needing to do so much more at the centre breaks than they have been in previous weeks, were outstanding in that area, particularly Mark Hutchings, who continually cleared the ball forward and making opportunities for players like Andrew Strike to kick his 3rd goal of the afternoon, which he did with such aplomb. He is a dangerous player, and West Perth were able to prevail in a tight finish by 8 points. They led, as I said, by 4 points at quarter time, by 5 points at half time, by 16 points at 3/4 time, and in the end they run out winners, 11 goals 13, 79 to 6-17, 71, the margin 8 points. Next week we travel to Lathlane Park, or Brown Stadium, starting at 2 p.m, the match of the day, Perth versus South Fremantle.